How's it going? Shadowsteve here. Today I'm counting down my picks for my top 5 The Legend of Zelda games. So for this list, I'm taking a look at the games I used to play, whether it's on Nintendo consoles or when it comes to Wii Virtual Console or anything to do with Virtual Consoles or something like that. Don't take it personally because I actually do like Legend of Zelda games. I'm only doing this to support Two Heavy Gamers and Team Retro for Week of Zelda on Instagram. Team Retro, Two Heavy Gamers, this is for you. You guys ready? Let's do it. And number 5 is Spirit Tracks. I got this game probably about in the early 2010s, so this is a game where Link has to help Zelda restore the Spirit Tracks to keep the Demon Lord away. And despite this is a sequel to, well, Phantom Hourglass, this is a lot more darker and creepier than Phantom Hourglass. The multiplayer seems to be cool, but overall, I do enjoy the music. The cel-shaded graphics are just beautiful. You won't be able to play it on Wii U Virtual Console since eShop has been shut down for Wii U and 3DS. And number 4 is The Wind Waker. And yes, it is a remake to the original GameCube game. I haven't got the GameCube game my whole life, and I haven't even got the GameCube, so this actually counts. Okay, don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't mind a remake. And this is actually before the release of Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks, where you get to see a different version of Link. So if you got a Wii U, you should definitely give this a go. I know you'll love it. And I'm so close to finishing it, but it still counts as one of my favorite remakes for the game, for the series. And number 3 is The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past on Super Nintendo. I don't even have the actual game in the actual Super Nintendo, but I have played it on Wii Virtual Console and the mini Super Nintendo and sometimes the Super Nintendo games for the Switch. And it's where Link has to go to Hyrule Castle to find a way to bring Zelda back to life, but also he was actually a target for Hyrule, so Link has to be more careful when it comes to restoring peace to Hyrule. Even better, Shoto Ishinori did the Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past graphic novel back in the 90s for the Nintendo Power magazine. And he actually created Skullman and Cyborg 99 manga books, as well as some live-action tokusatsu series like Angelic Kikaida, the first Super Sentai, Himisu Sentai Ranger, and of course, Kamen Rider. So number 3 is The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. And yeah, it's hard for me to remember, okay? So yeah, I apologize if I keep forgetting all the time. And number 2, it's Breath of the Wild. It's actually a launch title for the Switch and the last ever game for the Wii U. So I'm going for the Switch version. And I borrowed the Switch game from one of my work colleagues when he lets me borrow his Switch back in 2017. So I got myself a Switch. And I got this game just, a year late. Link has been asleep for 100 years and he was waking up with no memories, so he has to wander around Hyrule to recover his memories while he was helping the 4 champions bring life to the Divine Beast to take on Calamity Ganon. And this is actually one of the best Switch games I played ever. Even better, there's a sequel coming up, and I bet you'll be playing the whole weekend playing Tears of the Kingdom, so can't wait. Before we get to the number 1 pick, I'm going to give out some honorable mentions, like Twilight Princess. Played a Wii version from one of my work colleagues, so I got it back to him. So this is actually the Wii U version. But I'm so close to finish. I apologize if you can't see it properly, but here's The Legend of Zelda on a NES. Well, yes, I have played the NES version on GBA and the mini Nintendo. Minish Cap. And I also played Majora's Mask from my mom's ex-partners. I couldn't finish the rest of it, but it's actually pretty good. So that deserves an honorable mention as well. And number 1 is Zelda's Adventure on CDI. Just kidding. It's not Zelda's Adventure. It's Ocarina of Time on the N64. Please excuse the show sticker. I got it from my dad years ago. I used to borrow this game from the video shop like Blockbuster years ago when I got the N64 back in the 90s. But I had to return it back to the video shop, which is a pain. Till my dad got me this one on the N64. I finished most parts of it till a friend of mine got through one temple and he got through other temples without letting me know. I was going to finish the rest until he beats me to it, until I got to the last part. This is actually one of my favorite games of the series of all time. You should definitely love it. Even better, It gets ported numerous times, like GameCube and Wii and Wii U, and of course, this on the 3DS, which is one of my first games I've got on the 3DS. And let's not forget Switch Online as well. So this game is obviously my all-time favorite from the series. I do apologize if I can't remember much. I just can't keep remembering all the time. But what is your favorite Zelda game? Let me know down in the comments below. A huge thank you to everyone for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed the new Zelda game, Tears of the Kingdom. Don't forget to give Two Happy Gamers and Team Retro a follow on socials if you haven't already. There'll be links to them down in the description below. Again, I'm sorry I couldn't remember much. It's hard for me to remember most things. But most importantly, thank you for watching.